Hey guys, welcome to the Gamer Dad Arculus channel, and today we're going to do another unboxing. And of course, next gen na po tayo. Walang libreng, no free advertising here, okay? Yeah. Finally bought an Xbox Series S. Ooh, let's open this. All right, opening it up. Ooh. Ooh. Smells like seagulls, you know, like spiked seagulls.
Spiked seagull!
Anyway, nagulat ako. It's so tiny, man. It's so tiny. Look at how small it is. I'm going to do a size comparison with my other consoles here. Yung mga hindi ko pa naibenta na consoles ko. Of course, I've already sold my family computer, Sega Genesis, and my first PlayStation. Anyway, let's go and unwrap this for you. And let me just do that. Show you what's inside. By the way, what's included. Okay, it comes with one controller and also two cables, a USB and a power cable. Okay, just put that away. All right. Here, let's take out the box. Ooh, look at that. Small and sleek. And look at this. It looks like a DJ turntable. Or when you go to McDonald's, when you drive through, diba? Hey man, take your order. Yes, I want to have a double cheeseburger with extra sauce. It looks like that, right? But anyway, look at what's behind it. I think this is for LAN, internet, and about two USB cables or USB ports on the back. There's also one more here in front, right next to the syncing button. This is the power button, by the way. Here goes your power adapter and also a storage expansion and an HDMI. So that's it. It's already unboxed. So what do we do next? I just want to compare the size to some of my consoles. I saw this on TV. Never really imagined it will be this small, this compact, because it's always been measured against an Xbox One, which I don't own, and also an Xbox Series X. It's like just a third of an Xbox Series X, which I also don't own. So I don't really have a frame of reference where I can imagine how big this is. But now we do, since it's here. As mentioned, I don't have an Xbox One, but I do have an Xbox 360 Slim. This is the smaller version of the Xbox, not the first generation. As you can see, side by side, they're about the same height. Sidewise, let's see. Look at that. It's much smaller. See? It's like 2/3 smaller than the Xbox 360. Thickness, almost the same. Yeah, just around the same thickness. Let's compare it to the Wii U. Lying on flat. Okay, they're almost like the same, almost the same size. Like that. Same width, same length, but the Wii U is thinner. Series S is thicker, see? All right, so that's the Wii U. Let's compare it to the Wii. This is the smallest console before I've handled the Switch, right? Oh, by the way, speaking of the Switch, let's see how big or how small the Switch is compared here. Yeah, of course, there's no contest because this is a handheld console. But look at that. It's almost the same length. See? Almost the same length. That's how small this Xbox Series S is. Let's go back to the Wii. Of course, the Wii is smaller. That's expected. Side-by-side comparison here. It's smaller. Yes, it is, but not that much. How about the width? Almost the same width, man. It's almost the same width, side by side. See, the Series S is just longer. Of course, the Series S is again thicker, just like the Wii U. Let's go one more generation older, the PS2. The original fat, thick PS2, by the way, not the slim build. Let's see here. Yeah, it's smaller. Look at that. Smaller, shorter than the PS2. Thickness, let's see. Well, yeah, it's slimmer than the PS2. Right. Look at that. Huh. It's kind of heavy though. That's what's surprising. It's small, it's sleek, it's compact. It's also heavier. So why did I get this, by the way? Especially that now it's called, I know that it's an all digital device. So it doesn't have a disc. Well, the reason why it's okay for me to go digital is because we actually embrace digital games over physical games. It started with the PlayStation 2. You see, I played the heck out of my PlayStation 2 to the point, I'm not sure if it's 8 to 9 years that I've played with it, but I played the heck out of it to the point that it won't read any disc anymore. That's right. My disc reader for the PlayStation 2 gave out. And that's what's disconcerting about disc-based systems. So those of you who owns maybe a PS3, PS4, an Xbox One, it's just a matter of time. That will give out. And just like me, when it ended, I can't play any of my PS2 libraries anymore. It kind of turned me off the physical disc medium. I can't say the same for cartridges because cartridges tend to last longer. That's why up to now, you can still play NES or SNES games on your old consoles. Starting with the Wii and later on the Wii U. Now, don't get me wrong. I bought physical games for them as well. In fact, even for the Wii U, especially if you have box editions, you can be sure I'm buying it because I'm also a collector. But also modded these two, so I'll have a digital copy of each game that I own. So they're stored in their own drives. Like, for example, this Wii, see that little disc, that Samsung Fit drive? My Wii games are there. My backup Wii games are there. And so is my Wii U. It's connected to an external hard drive, just in the other room. Why did I do that? I don't really condone piracy, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to preserve your games. Like, for example, like this game, for example, Lego City. Not sure if this physical disc has disc rot. Not sure if it can be seen on the camera, but yeah, it has rot and it can be read. If I pop it in the Wii U, the disc can be read. It's a good thing that I have a digital backup inside my Wii U, so I can still play that game. For me, physical games, I just collect them because I'm a collector. I like collecting stuff like comic books, trading cards. I also collect books. So I still buy them from time to time. But when given the option to go all digital, like the Xbox Series S, and by the way, this is cheap. They're cheap. It's even cheaper than a Switch OLED right now. So yeah, going digital for me, not really an issue. I actually bought an external hard disk drive for this. I'm still waiting for it to arrive in the mail, but I bought a 2 terabyte hard disk drive so I can store all the Xbox One games. And by the way, I skipped on buying an Xbox One and a PS4 because I think during the 8th generation of consoles, I went with the Wii U and the Switch. Yeah, I know some people will say the Switch is a 9th generation device comparable to the Series X and X and the PS5. No, it's not. It's still released during the PS4 and Xbox One eras. So this is like the prototype. The Wii U is the prototype. This is the final version of Nintendo's 8th generation console. So yeah, I went all in with Nintendo since I bought 2 consoles for the 8th generation. Already went all in for them. I'm not that rich to own every console there is. And that's the reason, actually, one of the reasons why I bought the Series S, because this is a lot cheaper in buying a PS5. Although I do like some exclusives that PS5 have, like Spider-Man. So I'm also a PC gamer. So I'm just hoping that Sony releases those games on the PC like they did with God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh yeah, might ask, if you're a PC gamer, why even buy an Xbox, right? Well, to tell you the truth, my PC's hard disk drive and SSDs are both nearly full of games. I only have a couple of gigabytes left in them. And I thought, heck, I'll just transfer most of those games over here, especially with Xbox Play Anywhere. I have a couple of games over there on my PC with Xbox Play Anywhere. And now I'm going to transfer those games here. And since I've skipped out on the Xbox One library, I'll be sure to fill in my incoming hard disk drive for this system with Xbox One games. So yeah, no regrets. It's a wise decision. I actually thought a lot before buying this. I watched a lot of other YouTube videos reviewing this, and I'm happy. I'm happy to jump in to the next gen of gaming. See you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe.